If equity is discrimination, then Joe Biden is engaging in racial discrimination and sexual discrimination. See, this is the difference between equality and equity. Equality means that we support, advocate for, we fight for equality under the law, that there is no institutional discrimination or institutional bias against us for any particular immutable characteristic, that everyone has equal opportunity to succeed. Now, equal opportunity does not guarantee equal outcome, of course. Every person in this room has different skill sets, and sometimes a certain skill set will allow us to achieve a higher level of whatever we're talking about, academics, career-wise, maybe you're an athlete, maybe you're a musician, than somebody else, because we're each given different skill sets. It's the equal opportunity that matters, because you can't force people to have equal outcome. But that's what the left wants to do. The left holds this idea of equity, and they pretend that equity is equality, but it's not. What equity is forcing equal outcome. Now, what happens when you force equal outcome? That requires you to discriminate against somebody else. It requires you to discriminate against the people who might otherwise have placed first or second or third. You have to stop them from placing first, second, or third in order to elevate somebody that you prefer based on an immutable characteristic, occupying that podium instead. And so what is that when we're applying this idea of equality versus equity to Biden's Supreme Court nomination? What does that mean? If equity is discrimination, then Joe Biden is engaging in racial discrimination and sexual discrimination, and not just on an individual basis. It's worth noting, by the way, that there's a huge difference between institutional sexism and institutional racism and individual sexism and individual racism. Institutional sexism and racism mean that there are specific laws in our country that discriminate against someone based on sex or based on race. Individual sexism is your own personal failing. It is your sin. You can eliminate institutional sexism and racism by having equality under the law. You can't actually eliminate individual sexism or racism because that's a sin, and we, mankind, are fallen. You can discourage it. Thank you. You can certainly discourage it, as we ought to, but there's no way that we can simply eradicate sin. Or if we could, then, we're thousands of years too late in doing this. But institutional racism and institutional sexism, that is what Biden is doing. He is reinstitutionalizing sexism and racism at the highest levels of our government. And that hurts not only the individuals that he's nominating to the Supreme Court, that hurts all of us. That hurts our country.